welcome to 1.2 meditation language. Right, where we are talking about refining our language, and it makes sense to start with doing that with meditation. So let's get straight into it. What we want to think about from the get-go is that the word meditation is quite general. It's a lot like the word sports. We know that the word sports is quite general. And if I want to convey as much information as possible, if I want to have a conversation and tell someone what I am actually playing on the weekend, I don't just use that general word of sports. There are lots of different types of sports, just like there are lots of different techniques of meditation. So meditation is like the word sports. And when we say we meditate, we can mean that we use an array of different techniques. No technique is necessarily better than the other. They all have amazing benefits. It's all about where you're at in your journey. And here at Being Co, we think about meditation and we talk about meditation as being exercise for your focus. This is really important to understand from the get-go. You'll hear me saying this term a lot. Exercising your focus is interchangeable with meditation. So again, meditation is exercise for your focus. And exercising your focus has incredible benefits. For example, we know now, or we're lucky enough to be living in a time where science now understands the benefits of meditation. And we can see the molecular changes that occur in the brain with consistent meditation over time. So again, exercising your focus will start to change the molecular structure. It'll start to change the way that your brain operates. It'll start to create new synapses and pathways in the brain. For example, it can create new connections or strengthen connections between the emotional part of the brain and the logical part of the brain. If we think of a meeting that's gotten out of hand, that it's filled with people that are frustrated, it's filled with people that are feeling angry, and they're starting to make their opinions heard. Respect will not flow to the person who is making their opinion heard the loudest. It will not flow to the person who is shaking their arm and pointing their finger at the person or the people that they're frustrated at. Respect ultimately will flow to the person who is focused on the next step and who is able to efficiently guide the group or even just themselves there. We know that those people that are level-headed, those people that are able to guide themselves through those chaotic environments are the ones that we all end up looking to, because they're the people that our respect starts flowing to. And what is actually happening is that they're not allowing their emotions to govern their behavior. They're still having those emotions. We never want to suppress those emotions, but we want to focus through those emotions. We don't want to focus on those emotions. And we'll talk about this when we start talking about stress in this module. So where our focus flows, our success grows. You're going to hear me saying that sentence a lot. And that's the reason. Meditation is exercise for your focus. If we imagine another scenario where we're sitting in our room, it's dark, and we're overwhelmed with anxiety. If I continuously focus on the emotions attached to my anxiety, I'm going to get really successful at being anxious. And I've done that. I've suffered with anxiety, really crippling anxiety in the past. And it still comes up because it's a habit of the mind. I spent so long focusing on it, my brain has carved pathways out, which means I am really successful at being anxious. But now, because my focus is trained and becoming stronger every day, I'm able to focus on what I want to focus on or what I know is most efficient in that time. So again, where your focus flows, your success grows. And meditation gives us the ability and the strength to look for that small crack in that dark room where that light is leaking in. And it only needs to be a small, tiny crack, a small, tiny step to start with. And that's all it takes, where our focus travels there, and then we can start to take the next step from that point onwards. It's consistent and it is beneficial in ways that only your experience can really start to teach you. So I'm not going to talk too much about the benefits here. I'll list some research in this lesson's notes. But ultimately, the takeaways here are that meditation is like the word sports, and meditation is exercise for your focus. Thank you very much, as always, and I will see you in the next lesson.